Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome back to my class Standardized Test of Structure, and this is our meeting 11, right? Okay, in this meeting we are going to discuss about positive, right? Maybe some of you do not really familiar with this statement of a positive, right? So what is a positive, by the way? Let's talk about it. First, what is an appositive? Okay, let's take a look at this. At its heart, an appositive is bonus information. Do you know what it means? Let's look at this example of the sentence here. Hermione Granger. Do you know Hermione Granger? If you like Harry Potter, I'm sure that everyone knows about her. That's right, Hermione Granger is the friend of Harry Potter. She's the girl, very smart girl, and she studied at Hogwarts School, same as Harry Potter. And the statement says Hermione Granger, a witch at Hogwarts School, is accomplished at spells. Can you see this one? This statement, can you see? There are subject with long subject here, and then verb is accomplished at spell. Okay, we do not need to talk about it, the verb and object here, but we are going to focus on this one, the subject of Hermione Granger. Here, Hermione Granger is accomplished at spell. The core of the sentence is Hermione Granger. So this one, Hermione Granger is the main subject here. And there is also comma, a witch at Hogwarts School. This is a noun phrase, right? A witch at Hogwarts School. And this statement, a witch at Hogwarts School, is the appositive. This is the information, additional information about Hermione Granger, right? As which word is an appositive noun phrase that gives additional information about Hermione Granger here. Okay, next here, another example that I'm showing to you here is the Eiffel Tower. Gustave Eiffel's masterpiece can be found on the Champ de Mars. Okay, we are going to focus here. The Eiffel Tower, Gustave Eiffel masterpiece can be found blah 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 blah. Just forget about it. We are going to focus here. There are two focus here, the Eiffel Towers and Gustave Eiffel masterpiece. The sentence is about Eiffel Towers, right? Everybody knows Eiffel Towers in France, right? And the appositive phrase here is Gustave Eiffel's masterpiece. Tell us a bit more about the sentence of the subject noun Eiffel Tower. So this is additional information regarding to the Eiffel Towers. That's what we call appositive. Okay. Another example, my childhood friends, Anna Mary. You know Anna Mary? Do you know Anna Mary? One of the popular singer, I think, right? I will always remember. Nah, that's the song of Anna Mary. But this is not Anna Mary of the singer. My childhood friend, Anna Mary, love horses. Can you see? My childhood friend here is the focus here. If we can imagine, we remove Anna Mary, we can say like, my childhood friend love horse, and Anna Mary here works as a appositive. This is the give explanation, another supplemental information about my childhood friend. That's what we call appositive. You get it, right? Now here, appositive noun and noun phrases are often non-restrictive. They can be omitted from the sentence without obscuring the identity of the nouns they describe. Another word for non-restrictive is non-essential. Always book and non-restrictive, a positive noun or phrase with commas in the middle of the sentence. If the noun or phrase is placed at the end of the sentence, it should be preceded by the comma. And this is the comma, a frame of non-restrictive element. Comma is being one of the important component here in appositive. Let's take a look at this. Frédéric Chopin, a Polish composer, was one of the most celebrated virtuoso pianists of this day. See? Frédéric Chopin, comma, a Polish composer. That's the appositive here. The next one, my brother often likened himself to Zeus, comma, the god of thunder. Yeah, that's the way we make the appositive in as a, what is that here? As an object here, not a subject. Okay, another example is here. Buffalo Bill, a famous frontiersman, operated his own Wild West show. And this one, this is the way we make the, what is that? Appositive with comma, right? Here Buffalo Bill is the main subject here, so that's why it should be continued by comma, and then it was continued by the appositive, and then after positive it will continue again with comma. It's quite different when we put the appositive at the beginning. We put the appositive here and then continue by Buffalo Bill as a main subject. So after the main subject we don't have to put comma here. You got it? How about this one? How do we use this? Okay, let's take a look at another example here. The difference between adjective clause and appositive. In adjective clause, usually we are using some kind of conjunction like this one. Oak, which is one of the most durable hardwoods, is often used to make furniture. Well, the second one, oak, one of the most durable hardwoods, is often used to make furniture. For the first example, this is the sentence using conjunction which, so that's why it's not appositive, but this is adjective clause. In appositive, we don't have to use some kind of conjunction, whether which, where, who, whom, and etc. Right? That's the difference between adjective clause and appositive. And then this is another example. Economist Paul Samuelson won the Nobel Prize in 1970. Yeah, it should be there is a comma here and comma here. Okay, because here economist is the main subject, and Paul Samuelson, even though it is the name of the person, but it is this function is appositive here. Now let's take a look at the example for the question interval test. The national road blah 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 of the first highway in North America connected the East Coast to the Ohio Valley. Can you guess what's the answer of this one? I'm sure everyone has already understand the appositive. It means that there will be no problem to answering this question. Okay, that's right. The answer must be C, because here this is the national road, one of the first highway in North America. We don't have to use which here, and then we do not have to use another subject it, and we don't need to use was here. Just directly using one of the first highway in North America. Well, now I think that's all for the explanation. After this, you are going to have another example in the assignment parts. Well, I think that's all, my students. Thank you so much for listening. And that's all from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.